far beyond the experts' predictions. They're now trying to figure out why.
The shock from the magnitude 9.0 earthquake reached distant locations, like this baseball stadium near Tokyo, several hundred kilometers away from the epicenter. University of Tokyo researchers kept track of the seismic waves. They show that the violent shaking continued for more than 5 minutes. 16 years ago in the western city of Kobe, the magnitude of that earthquake was 7.3. Its tremors lasted for 15 seconds. This time, the destructive motion continued 20 times longer. The epicenter of this quake originated from the Pacific tectonic plate off the country's northeastern coast. The plate constantly moves under another plate that Japan sits on. Pressure on that plate mounts as it is pushed down by the Pacific plate. Then, the plate snaps. That was how this earthquake was triggered. The location of that epicenter was no surprise. Every 30 to 40 years, major quakes had hit Miyagi Prefecture. The government had released a prediction saying there was a 99% chance of another large quake in the region during the next 30 years. The yellow areas show the epicenters the government predicted. This time, the epicenter spread from the vicinity of the predicted area at a speed of 3 kilometers per second. Ultimately, it reached a size of 500 by 200 kilometers. The seabed rose several meters over the 500-kilometer stretch from north to south. An immense volume of water swelled up on the ocean's surface and became the powerful tsunami that ravaged the coast.
We predicted a 7.5 scale, but it turned out to be 9.0. The energy produced by the quake was 80 to 90% stronger than what we had originally expected.
This earthquake caused yet another form of destruction, sinking ground. This is footage from before and after the devastation. More than half of this urban area is underwater. The land sank about 70 centimeters. The land remains submerged even after the tsunami subsided. It is now below sea level. The sunken ground makes rescue and relief operations more difficult, and people are not sure if they have any chance of going back to their land and rebuilding their communities.
And this just